just going to pretend we're walking down the sidewalk. I'm just passing you, okay? We're just walking along. Oh, excuse me, would you have time?
Yeah.
Now, what did you do? You stopped and looked where?
There.
When you looked down, what could I do?
You bash me. I'd bash you back and kick you.
Okay, well, you could bash, well, if you stay here, you could bash me back, but maybe my bash is harder than your bash to start with, right?
But I always think positive, so you picked the wrong person.
And that's great, but would you agree that that's a pretty easy way to distract somebody? You know, over the years, haven't you been asked for the time hundreds of times before and nobody's ever attacked you? That's why most attackers know if they ask you something simple like that, you will stop and look down at your watch. So it's actually a very effective way to distract somebody. And all I need is that split second, okay, to either hit you, grab a purse. Now, you've got a few options. I'll have you back up. Now, you're going to say to me, excuse me, do you have the time? So you're going to ask me. This is one option. I'm not saying I would do it, but you could do this. Okay.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
No.
Well, I think
Okay, come down here. Now, have you stay here.
listen, you better get somebody else in because I'm a positive thinker.
No, you're perfect. I believe you. Trust me, you're perfect for this. Okay. Now, you're going to like this one, okay? I don't recommend this one, but I think some of you might like this one, okay? So you're going to say to me, and excuse me, do you have the time? You're going to ask me again.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yes, I do.
Well, why don't you?
Now, have you still got one more? Okay.
Maybe the man didn't want it, maybe it was...
Well, I'm not really...
Maybe it was in a hurry to go to work.
Well, this is what I would probably do. Okay, this is my suggestion. Okay, so you're going to say to me again, excuse me, have the time. This is what I would do. Okay. So you're walking, and don't bash me.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Sure, it's about 1:30. What am I doing?
You're looking at your watch.
And,
You're a nice man and you're giving it to me the time.
right, and while I'm looking at the watch, where else am I looking? At you. So that if she tried to close the gap and harm me, do I have a lot more warning because I'm paying attention? Okay, I'm not going like this. So keeping your eyes on the watch on her is good. And also, if I not created more distance, I could just keep walking. Okay, because you're less like...
That's it. I just shout, thank you very much and walk on.
And you can do that. Stay at a safe distance if you want to give the time. Don't do this. A lot of people, there you go. She can grab my wrist. Okay, I'm better to stay at a safe distance. Okay, excellent. Good.
I think I've nothing else to do.